This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and that fart. We keeping the foot on the nicks. We keeping the foot on the nicks, and like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, I'm applying on immediate pressure. Because pressure does eat versus pipes. Let's talk about it, man. Keith Thurman made an emphatic point. He said Errol the True Spence came off of a layoff with Danny Garcia. You guys have to understand, man. The last time I seen a fighter come off of a layoff like that and perform at that level is Floyd Money Mayweather. He did this against Juan Manuel Marquez. We heard Jim Lampley at that time said Floyd Mayweather's dedication, Floyd Mayweather's application, Floyd Mayweather's ability is second to none in the damn sport. Well, guess what? It's the same thing with Errol the True Spence. Because the last time we checked, Freddie Roach and He Knows Everything said they call him the truth because there's no lies in his damn fists. Richard Schaefer said we left the Mayweather era and we ushered into the Spence era. Preference the word Spence era. Spence confirmed this by having the biggest fight of the year. This, bar none, is the biggest fight of the year. If you're a boxing fan and you act as if this is not the biggest fight of the year, you are a Rudy Poo and a Plum Plumper. You are a classic Doden and a Troll. You are a ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric. We know as fight fans that this is the biggest fight of the damn year. It's not even fucking close. Because what Errol the True Spence did is Errol the True Spence basically told you guys that he's the rock star of the welterweight division. What Errol the True Spence basically did is he showcased to you guys that he's the boogeyman. What Errol the True Spence showcased to you guys is that he runs 147, but on the bigger scale, on the bigger picture, he runs boxing. Keith Thurman knows this. This is why Keith Thurman ducked Errol the True Spence. See, we gotta tell the truth here. Let me say it again. We gotta tell the truth here. Keith Thurman was willing to fight Manny Pacquiao, but he blatantly ducked Errol the True Spence. If that doesn't tell you everything you need to know of how this fight is gonna turn around, I can't help you. Manny Pacquiao ducked Errol the True Spence not one, not two, not three, but 4 times. Do you want to know why Manny Pacquiao took this fight? It has nothing to do with heart, man. It has everything to do with an Aarp check that he's trying to collect. So Manny Pacquiao is doing what he does with every fight. He's psyching himself out. It works. Because greatness personification can only be hindered. The motherfucker can't be stopped. And Manny Pacquiao is a great, true champion. We're not going to sit here and act like he's not. The list of people that he's fought, we're not going to act like it. But there's levels to this greatness stuff. And when he tried to psych himself out against Floyd, the previous Airfield fighter, he ran into an Airfield fighter conundrum. Whew, I'm dropping gems and jewels, man. Get the turkeys out and get to the damn goblin, dog. He ran into an Airfield fighter conundrum. Well, if we left the Mayweather era and we ushered into the Spence era, that means Spence is an era-filled fighter. That means he's running into the last era-filled fighter conundrum. Floyd Mayweather was the beginning of the end for Manny Pacquiao. We no longer started calling him Pac-Man no more. Notice they don't call him Pac-Man no more. Because Floyd retired that title. Floyd don't get credit for that. But Floyd retired the title of Pac-Man. Now he is Manny Pacquiao. So that's the beginning of the end. Errol the True Spence is going to completely retire Manny Pacquiao. So now we're not even going to call him Manny Pacquiao. We're going to call him AARP Retirement Pac-Man. Because he's going to have to fill out his AARP card. Manny Pacquiao is an older fighter that does not belong in boxing. But he chose to stay. And see, yes, he had his way with Keith Thurman. But let's keep it a buck. He got Keith Thurman at the worst time that he possibly could get Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman was not active, which is Keith Thurman's fault. Keith Thurman basically fought like a rookie, bona fide rookie, which is Keith Thurman's fault. And Keith Thurman was on some dare to be great nonsense instead of paying attention to the climate that maybe he just wasn't ready for the task at hand. That's Keith Thurman's fault. But Errol the True Spence is not no damn Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is flat-footed on the back foot, man. Errol the True Spence know how to pivot on the left, dog. He knows how to pivot. He knows how to check fucking hook. This is how you fuck Manny Pacquiao up. Floyd did this. This is why Floyd keeps saying turn his ass around, turn his ass around. What do you mean what do you think he means when he says that? That means you keep stepping to the left. Those that have the true boxing eye test know what I'm talking about. When you pivot to the left, that's turning a motherfucker around. Especially when you got ring generalship. You know how to do this. Spence is a conglomerate fighter because his back foot is amazing. He showcased this shit against both Garcias, man. I don't know what it is about him fighting Garcia, but anytime Errol the True Spence fight a Garcia, you're going to see a defensive display of defensive wizardry. He showed this against Manny Pacquiao. He showed this against Mikey Garcia when he regressed his ass into a Uber, a Lyft, and a hold up. Hey, taxi, Tijuana cab driver fighter. And then he showcased this against Danny Garcia when he ruined you via the ruin you style. Danny Garcia is no longer the same fighter anymore. And he testified that Errol the True Spence is 3 times stronger than all of the welterweights. That includes AARP retirement Pac-Man style. Manny Pacquiao is misled, dog. This is what Keith Thurman was talking about. We said, if you going by that shit, you're going to be misled. This is not the first time that Manny Pacquiao was misled off of a Garcia fight. It will be the second time. Because what Manny Pacquiao doesn't understand is that speed shit worked against all these other fighters. It didn't work against Floyd. And it damn sure not going to work against Errol the True Spence. And you know why it's not going to work against these guys? Because these guys are what we call era-filled fighters. When you're an era-filled fighter, certain things just don't fucking work. Let me say it again. When you are an era-filled fighter, certain things just don't fucking work. Because the era-filledness in you won't allow certain things to work. Because era-filled fighting means complete package fighter. That's the cool party. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat fashion. I keeps the foot on the X. I keeps the foot on the X. I'm loving the fact that Manny Pacquiao's doing the same cardinal mistake that he did with Floyd Mayweather with Errol the True Spence. He's psyching himself out, but he's really being misled. If Manny was smart, Manny would go into this fight with all of the fear in his fucking bones. If Manny was smart, Manny would go into this fight with all of him being petrified and scared. If Manny was smart, Manny would go into this fight the same way he did when he ducked Errol the True Spence a whopping 4 fucking times. You want to know why that's intelligent to do that? Because you're fighting Mr. Tactical Aggression. You're fighting Mr. Technical Punching Placement. You're fighting Mr. Body Snatching Work, the levying onslaught, the punishment style. So you know what's about to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to get bull fucking dozed. What's going to happen is you're going to get plowed fucking through. What's going to happen is you're going to get steam fucking rolled. And you know what ultimately is going to happen? You're going to get a masterful performance of a passing of the torch via punishment style, man. Spence is going to properly retire you. You're going to get a stimulus check. But you ain't going to come out that motherfucker ever the same. Like Derek James said, when you go 12 rounds with Errol the True Spence, you are no longer the same fighter. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat true teller fashion. I keeps the foot on the X. I keeps the foot on the X. This is He Knows Everything. Checking out.